All right, guys, what is going on? KoehltrainCollects here with my very first video. I figured I'd do something a little bit fun for my first video, and I should be following the script, but we're gonna wing it. We're gonna get my first PSA submission ready. I finally got it all down. The 20 cards I want to do. Well, I really wanted to do 18, but I had to throw 2 cards in there to get to the 20 card deal. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything ready for my submission, as well as kind of go over what my goals are with the channel at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit sped up process of getting everything ready. Got my 20 cards here, fresh new penny sleeves here, card savers, those are about to fall out, oh god, and microfibers just in case I want to microfiber something. So it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while now, where I create a channel kind of going over everything that I collect, whether it be Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Digimon cards, Magic cards, Dragon Ball cards. God, what else do I collect? Retro video games, retro video game systems. But yeah, I think the whole point of this is that I just want to do something a little bit less focused on video games and more focused on my IRL stuff. So collecting, I've been wanting to do a collecting channel for a long time now, and I figured right now would be the best time to do this, just because of more motivated than ever just to do content. So I plan on doing stuff like if I go to a show, or if I go to a shop, or if I do any kind of hunting, that eventually I'm going to get a body cam and have like a buyer's POV, because I know people like the seller POVs. You know, this first PSA submission that I have, the first couple of PSA submissions I'm going to have actually are going to be a little bit special to me, because I know everybody says it, but you get that phone call from your parents or your grandparents. Mine was my parents in this case, where they say, hey, we're cleaning out the basement, come and check out some of this stuff, make sure you don't want to throw it away before we get rid of it. And I got that phone call about a year ago. No, more than that actually, probably at this point, probably 2 years ago. This has been a long time coming. And I remember my parents had a garage sale one year, and God knows what I wanted to buy, but I decided, let me sell some of my Pokemon cards, because I don't play Pokemon anymore, and Pokemon's not as popular as it used to be. Because I remember I started in the jungle days, and during those times everybody's going to tell you the same thing. We played with our Pokemon cards on the playground, treated them like crap, and it didn't matter. You know, you trade anything for anything. We didn't really have a value point for anything. But I ended up finding a box full of bulk cards of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, some Digimon, some old Dragon Ball stuff when they first tried to do the Dragon Ball TCG, which was kind of cool to see actually. And I went through it and I found these holos were all that was left, so that I'm sleeving up and card saving and everything like that. And I don't really care the condition they get. I don't care the submission number. I don't care if it's a 10 or if it's a 1. I kind of just want to encapsulate my childhood in guards, in graded guards. And if it means I'm going to get a 4 or a 5 on something, so be it. But some of these cards are kind of special to me, because I have memories with some of these cards. Some of these I don't have memories with, and that's okay. But I don't plan on doing these submissions to sell these cards. Short term, at least. If it comes to selling them when I have kids and a family. If my family needs money, something like that, anything like that, I'd be happy to do it then. But I kind of want to just grade. There's a bunch of cards I want to grade for my personal collection and my personal collection only. It's not just my childhood collection that I'm going to do. There's stuff that I picked up recently for cards that I missed out on when I was a kid, for cards that I didn't even know existed, or just modern cards because I'm getting back into it. And I'm starting to master set stuff. I'm starting with the retro stuff because when I was going through my childhood collection, I was able to almost master set the first 4 sets, which was cool, other than the hollows, obviously, because I'm sleeving all the hollows that I have and sending them to get graded. But I know that I can find these again, especially in the unlimited forms. Or if I can find more damaged ones, you know, it's whatever. Even though mine are probably some of the most damaged ones that are going to be on the market. That's also whatever. That's also another thing I want to do. This video is going to be everywhere. I hope you guys are okay with that. But basically, I'm working on master sets, I'm working on childhood sets, I'm working on modern sets, I'm working on mid-era sets, I'm just working on sets in general. I'm not only going to be grading Pokemon, I'm going to grade some of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff from when I was a kid. That's going to be another video. I'm going to grade some of the modern Yu-Gi-Oh, not modern Yu-Gi-Oh, modern Pokemon stuff, modern Dragon Ball, modern Digimon. That's going to be in the next video that I post, actually. Is that I just found out there was a Digimon TCG like less than a month or 2 ago. And some of these cards are insane, so I went ahead and bought a bunch. And my phone just died. Okay, I'm back. I'm using my phone as my HDLR. Yeah, my Canon, my Nikon, all of those things isn't working properly anymore, so I'm having to rely on my phone camera. But if you made it this far in the video, I just want to thank you because I'm doing this without a script, and I probably should have done this with a script, and you're just listening to me psychobabble about a bunch of random stuff. Hopefully it's entertaining enough to watch me do this in super fast speeds. You know, like I said about my childhood collection, is that I'm not hoping for the best grades on these. And there might come a time that I'll worry about my grades for some cards. There's going to be some cards in my collection that I pick up damaged because I don't want to pay $600 for a card that came out in Expedition. But if I can get it damaged and it costs me $50, I'll pick it up, and whatever grade it gets, it's whatever. Because a lot of these cards are going to be for my personal collection, and I just want to look at the card. And I think a card, no matter the grade, is going to be easier to sell while it's in a slab, whether that be CGC, PSA, Beckett, anything like that. So later down the line, if I ever want to sell these cards, or my kid wants to sell these cards, or my wife, or anybody that goes on from here, they can sell them, and they know it'll be real. You know, another thing I was thinking about too is that I know there's a lot of stuff going on with PSA right now where their shipping times are being delayed, their grading process is getting delayed, everything like that. And there's accusations of buying cards from customers and changing grades and stuff like that, but I just think having these cards in PSA slabs is going to be all I need. So, it's everything in a card saver, as it should be. I want to make sure I have these all in the correct order. So don't mind me while I to my handy dandy computer here. So we have Neo Discovery Tyranitar, movie promo Entei, game promo Suicune, Plains Moltres, Pokemon Game Zapdos. Oh yeah, base set Zapdos. That's what Pokemon Game means. Neo Destiny Light Arcanine, Fossil Haunter, Reverse Hollow Raichu Legendary Collection, base set Nido, base 2 Nidoking. Okay, I want to make sure I got the right one picked there. I have a Jungle Vaporeon, Jungle Wigglytuff, Fossil Lapras, Fossil Dragonite, Japanese Foil Boot Tops, Blackstar Promo Mew, Blackstar Promo Mewtwo, Movie Pikachu, Movie Dragonite, Fossil Moltres, and Dark Dragonair from Rockets. Alright, I'm gonna get these things bound in some cardboard and some rubber bands. We're gonna ship them off, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.